AL-ANON, what is it? We've all heard this conversation before. I've talked about AL-ANON for a long time now. And then people probably are like, that all sounds interesting, but what exactly is AL-ANON? Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my recovery codependency channel. This is Jeff. This is It's Not Your Fault, because it is not your fault. I and YF family, I've often talked about AL-ANON, and we're going to get into it tonight, but exactly kind of like a little bit of the history of it and exactly what to expect if you go to a meeting, which you should be going to a meeting. Before I get into that, like, subscribe, comment. If you would, please notification bell. The whole idea is to try and get this information out to as many people as we possibly can, and the information won't be pushed out by YouTube unless more people click on the clicks, like the likes, etc. Stuff like it, because the whole idea is they want to try and put ads on this stuff and try and get it out to other people. And obviously, it's all about making money, but I'm all about making serenity, helping people find that serenity, and it's out there. So you gotta never stop looking for it. So what is AL-ANON? AL-ANON basically stands for Alcoholics Anonymous. Just like AA is Alcoholics Anonymous, AL-ANON is Alcoholics Anonymous. But it's with a bit of a difference. It's with an asterisk. AL-ANON was formed about 12 years after AA was. I think it was in the early 50s. And it was formed by the wives and the loved ones of addicts, of alcoholics. And it was basically a meeting. So what happened was the people would come over to the churches or wherever, and they'd go have their AA meetings, and all the spouses were kind of sitting around looking at each other, having coffee and having some stale donuts, and thinking to myself, well, why don't we start talking about our situation? They're talking about their stuff. Why don't we talk about our stuff? They're trying to find sobriety. Why don't we try and find peace, also called what? Serenity. Okay, so it was formed in the early 50s. And it's been life-saving for everyone, because again, they're seeking sobriety, we're seeking serenity. The whole idea is to try and find someone of like mind, like situations, us, enablers and codependents, to try and work through the minutia of what this program has, that this situation has brought us. So AL-ANON is a mutual support program. I'm gonna go ahead and read you right off of their website. AL-ANON is a mutual support program for people whose lives have been affected by someone else's drinking. So if you live with or have with an alcoholic, an addict, this program is for you. By sharing uncommon experiences, applying the AL-ANON principles, families and friends of alcoholics can bring positive changes to individual situations. The term alcoholics is ambiguous with addicts. Okay, it's the same thing. It was originally started for alcohol addicts, and now it says addicts across the board. So that's what AL-ANON is. It's a support group of people like us who can go to a room and share our experiences and share, period, how it's affected us, and we can possibly try and get around it and try and get over it. You will not go to an AL-ANON meeting and learn how to fix your loved one. So if that's what you're looking to do, don't do it. Don't bother. Save your $1 contribution at the end of the collection. It doesn't happen. We don't teach how to fix your loved one. We teach how to fix you. Okay. What to expect? AL-ANON meetings are friendly, welcoming, and confidential. There are no dues or fees. You can share as much or as little as you want. You meet others who understand what you're going through because they've been there too. Exactly. So you can take what you want and leave the rest. You can sit there with your mouth closed the entire time, or you can share. Just be careful of how long you're sharing and mindful of what you're sharing. If you go there and don't get actively involved, when I say actively involved, I'm not saying not just talking, but you have to open your mind, your heart, your soul to the program, to the principles of the program, and how it's going to benefit you. So these are all things that I think everyone needs to get a hand on, because we often think that we can go to these meetings, hear some tips, some tricks, and then go ahead and say, all right, I got it. I can stop coming back now. The AL-ANON program is applicable for every part of your life, So please don't ever hesitate to think that it's not just for you because your loved one stopped drinking or your loved one stopped using. Hopefully they did, but it's applicable to all parts of your life. But the group is very welcoming. Don't be shocked if someone tries to hug you. My group's big huggers. We're big huggers. If someone wants to pray for you, pray over you, pray with you, don't be surprised. This is what we do. The whole idea is to try and get better. We're going to get better through God's help. There are no dues or fees, like I said. You want to buy a book, you can buy a book. I mean, the books are like $10, $15. You can buy a book, but there's no profit being made on that. Most groups will pass on exactly what the books cost them. That's how much they charge. Dues or fees, they have operating expenses. Like a lot of times they have to my group has to rent the church hall where we meet every week. We think we pay $100 a year for that. Okay, so we contribute all throughout the year $1 a meeting, $2 a meeting to try and offset the expenses to buy new books. We buy new books, to buy literature, things of that nature. And again, there's no profit being made. It's all to cover operating expenses. All Al-Anon groups are nonprofits. So that's the whole idea. You can contribute a buck or two, try and offset those expenses, but it's not required. Meeting types. Al-Anon offers both in-person and online meetings. Okay, during COVID, that's all we did was online meetings for a while. It's not the same thing as an in-person meeting, definitely. Some meetings are open to anyone interested in Al-Anon, others are closed. So a lot of times you'll have people come to these meetings who are observers because they're getting their degree in addiction or recovery, or if they're interns in the hospital, things of that nature. They come just to observe. The meetings are open to anyone. Now, there are certain types of meetings where they're just for the immediate members. Those are called planning meetings, or where they discuss what's called conscience meetings, going forward to some of the steps they may take, or their guidelines or rules. But the meetings are available to everybody, open to everybody. There's online meetings and there's in-person meetings, but the members-only meetings and the members' meetings are the ones I most like because of the fact that we can have a open dialogue with people. You can read the people, you can feel the people, you can see their eye, you can feel the inflection in their voice. And I'm a people person, so that's why I'm an enabler. We're people pleasers, and we are people that want to have interaction with people. So I definitely recommend an in-person meeting. And this all different kinds of meetings, as far as like some meetings are strict to the point. I mean, they don't hesitate. They don't veer even a little bit off of the topic at hand, whereas some are much more loosey-goosey. Like I know mine, my personal meeting that I go to is much more free. There's some meetings that if you talk one time, you can't talk again. There are some meetings I've been to where you have to share something. You have to talk at least once. It's crazy. And I've sat in meetings where once everyone's talked, everyone kind of looks at each other because they can't talk anymore. Well, it's ridiculous. That's the kind of meetings people are going to stop going to. Don't be hesitant to change a little bit if you need to. How to find a meeting? Simple. ALANON.net. ALANON. ALANON.net. ALANON.net. And they'll pull up a web page, a home page, and it'll tell you to enter in your zip code, and it'll tell you exactly where the next meeting is going to be. If it's a larger city, there'll probably be multiple ones in a day. If it's a smaller city, maybe one a week. If it's a really small town, maybe one a month. But try and find something. If you can't find one in person, go online. There's definitely online classes everywhere on that site also as well. The whole point of this whole thing is, if you're concerned about your loved one's alcoholism or addiction, same thing. You're not alone. The meeting exists for people like us to lean on each other, to share with each other, to hug one another and figure it out together. Do not give advice, but we give examples. No one's going to tell you, if I were you, I'd do this. Try this. No. You just share the examples in your past that worked for you maybe, and they can take it or they can not. Take what you want, leave the rest. Okay, that's the whole point of Al-Anon. It's a support group for people who have nowhere else to go. Because you're not going to talk to a bunch of strangers not being affected by alcoholism or addiction about the situation you're going through with your loved one. That's pointless. I wouldn't go to a lifeguard or a librarian. I wouldn't discuss with a librarian the fact that my car broke down and I need some help fixing it. No, that's not how it works. We are all in this together, and we have to share our experiences and our knowledge, and most importantly, our wisdom. Wisdom, of course, comes from God, and the wisdom that we have learned in the magic of the rooms has to be passed on to those around us, because that's what we're called to do, called to help one another. So by going through the meetings, participating in the meetings, sharing in the meetings, getting a sponsor, becoming a sponsor. These are all ways that we can help one another. But Al-Anon is there for people like you or me who feel like we were lost, you will be found in the meetings, the magic of the meetings. And again, if you go to a meeting and it's not exactly for you, go to a different meeting. There's all kinds of meetings out there. Like I said, it's almost like trying on a pair of shoes. Find one that's comfortable for you. All right. All the meetings are beneficial, but some are more beneficial than others, especially if it fits your personality better. Like I said, my meeting, Live and Let Live in Greenville, we are huggers, we are prayers, we embrace each other and we help each other. We get together afterwards, beforehand. We're social people, and we're just good people. So find the meeting that fits you best and go from there. Whenever there are two or more gathered in his name, he is there. So there's no such thing as a bad meeting. Some are better than others. God is always at these meetings as long as you're two or more people there. So keep that in mind. Hope that makes sense. Hope now you guys have figured out what the hell this Al-Anon thing is I've been talking about all this time. And again, I'm going to try to leave a link down at the bottom for Al-Anon, and you guys can click on it and just go from there. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. Let it begin with you. And by all means, say a prayer for the prayers. This program does work if you work it. If you work the program the way it's supposed to be worked, you will find serenity. I promise you. Okay, guys? God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed Memorial Day weekend. And remember, the reason for the holiday is not to get drunk and have a go time and have a couple of hot dogs and shoot some fireworks off and lay out by the pool. Is to remember those who gave all. All right? Thanks, guys.